Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So, finally a new year begins. TF6 got released just yesterday. We all got to play and experience for the first time, the final build of BF6. And like in general, I will say that it was like a really good experience. But we also have to consider that there are a lot of issues still going on in the game and they need to be addressed. But I will say my take is that the foundation is there, the game is pretty solid. It was a pretty smooth launch except for the EA app like bug where pretty much everyone who bought the game on the EA app were not available to play, but apparently they sorted out and they came up with like free battle pass and some XP boost for everyone who got that issue, so that's actually pretty good. So what do we take for the first experience? What did I feel? What are the good points and what are the bad points? I will say that Infantry in general is being slowed down a little bit, like the gameplay feels a little bit slower and it's not bad inherently, but I think it still needs some tweaks. But the gunplay is pretty solid, except that I feel there's some sort of bug with horizontal recoil because it makes it weird to control. But aside that, the infantry gameplay is pretty solid. Now let's look the vehicle gameplay. If we compare it from the beta, there's a lot of improvements, like it's nothing close to the beta experience. The helicopters have been improved, like in maneuverability and firepower. In fact, right now, like on the, as you can see on the attack heli, you can run Zuni rockets, that are the heavy rockets, with tow missile and be completely a force to reckon with. You can be crazy powerful. You are crazy powerful. You can literally one strafe any tank with one good like tow hit and the 4 rocket pods, and you can literally kill the tank in one shot, which is crazy strong. Aside that, there are also some bugs on some maps where the helicopters are not spawning on some maps for some reason. So, for example, in the new Manhattan map, you can only spawn the Pax Armata helicopter and you're pretty much free to kill everyone in the server. Like that's not great. Also on the new Manhattan map, the under the bridge, you can fly with attack heli, which I think is not well thought because it still got the Siege of Shanghai vibes, but the problem is that is not that open as Shanghai. There are a lot of like it is Manhattan, so you already know that there are a lot of buildings with narrow streets, and you can fly in between the buildings, but it's not really, it's out of place. I would say that it was the best option to put a little bird in it, but as we know, there's no little bird yet in the game, so maybe it was the original idea to put a little bird, but still maybe it's not ready yet. They were like, oh, like, okay, just put an attack heli. I don't know, but we will see what will happen in the future. Jets, Jets is weird because we still do not have any loadouts available. You only have one loadout in both attack and stealth jet, and they're kinda lackluster in the meaning of skill depth, like mechanics depth. You can do like pretty well runs and get some kills. It's so satisfying at times, but the like just the fact that the air radar is not working properly, like you have the air radar but in reality it's not really working. I don't know what's up with it, and they should fix it as soon as possible or the jets will be pretty unreliable to play. On the physics side, also the jets, they feel different compared to the beta. I still don't know how I feel about it, but it's definitely an improvement from 2042. Talking about 2042, like also the helicopters like feels way better than 2042, so that's a good start. In general, my thoughts about this release is pretty positive. Yesterday I've been playing for 8 hours, I think. I got the issues with the EA app as well, but then I fixed it. I'm not gonna explain how, but now it's fixed. So I played around 7 hours, I think. I feel pretty good about it. We still, I'm still pretty positive in the meaning that I can see the huge potential of this game and what the improvement that can be made. Right now, the balance in between like vehicle and infantry combat is all over the place. Like the MBT low was the only rocket launcher available for the engineer, like the RPG is the second unlocked, but people did not unlock it yet, so it was just MBT lows, and I did not get shot by any RPG during my 6-7 hours playtime, so I still don't know if it will be a problem. But in general, as I said, the balance in between, like I can already see the balance in between vehicles and infantry combat, like talking about everything. So helicopters, tanks, jets, it's all over the place, and still need to be worked on. But the start is pretty well. I mean, it's okay right now. Like what I would say is that the helicopters are way too strong, and it can be kind of annoying for infantry when you find like a competent like heli crew. It can be really frustrating. Like you cannot counter the heli at times, so that needs to be worked on as well. I would suggest to straight up nerf the splash damage of every gun on the attack heli, and reduce the damage from like the heavy rockets, which are the Zowie rockets, against all armors, because you can, I'm not kidding, you can one strafe any tank with a tow and 4 rocket pods, which is crazy, and there is no counterplay from the tanks. So as I said earlier, I'm really curious to see what they will do with future seasons, like with season 1 that should be coming out like at late October, so later this month, and future seasons, because as far as I can tell from my first impression of the first day is that they pretty much focused mostly on making sure the game was polished at launch, but they put like a second priority, like some other secondary aspects of the game. Like for example, we still have no Little Bird, and I believe they planned to release it like at release, but for some reason they were not able to make it work or balance it properly. I don't know, so they delayed it for later on. There are also a few more aspects that makes me think that they really put on second place like some secondary like aspects, sorry for the repetition, about the game. Like the vehicle combat is telling. You can clearly see it has been improved from the beta, but it's still not there. It's still not what it's supposed to be, and I think they're aware of it. So this was an auto script rambling, so I'm sorry if I was a little bit confusing, but this is my first impressions, and I thank everyone who showed up on stream yesterday, and I will be live pretty much every day for the next few weeks, for 5 to 10 hours a day. Basically at night, except for at evening, except for the weekend, where I will try to focus more on the day. And yeah, thanks everyone. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe for more. I'll catch you live on Twitch, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.